Hello Divine Feminine and welcome to your power message for Wednesday, Wonderful Wednesday. And today, before we bring the book in, I'm going to bring in the gorgeous deck Raise Your Vibration by Kyle Gray. And this is a new deck. I picked this up in London when I saw Gabby Bernstein. And I love how at the end, it says here, vibe so high that your aura becomes a magnet to blessings. Vibe so high. So when we vibe so high, when we're operating in a really high vibration, we are a magnet to blessings. We send a divine light out and that brings in everything that we want. And when we're vibing in that vibration, there's nothing more attractive and sexy to the masculine than the divine feminine, because the divine feminine then is operating in power. So focus today on raising your vibration and feeling good, because the better you feel, the more you'll feel good about, the more you'll have to feel good about, because the universe will bring things to you. So let's see what we need to know. And a very powerful message yesterday, about remembering that you were chosen and the universe is always talking to you. And also that all relationships in our lives are assignments. And that means not just a relationship with your twin, because your twin is a teacher to you, you are a teacher to them, and you are a student to them, and they are a student to you. So you learn and grow from each other, you teach each other. But also everyone you encounter, whether it's someone at work, whether it's someone in the street, someone who serves you in a coffee shop, whether it's someone you're interacting with on a daily basis, or it's a family member, a friend, or a previous lover, everyone has had value at some point in your life in some way. They've given your life substance in some way, even if that's just for a fleeting moment. People come into our lives for a moment, a season, or a lifetime to help us to grow and evolve and become the person that we were born to be. So when we see everything as an assignment from God, it allows us to feel good. And as divine feminines, most of us are schedulers, and we have to learn in this lifetime to let go of control. So we like things that can sometimes be in a controlled way. I love working through workbooks like The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, or anything that gives me something to do. Like gratitude, to be grateful, to sit down and think about all the things I'm grateful for. That's an assignment to do something productive. Is the universe or the angels giving me something to do? So what do you want to do today? Something that the universe is giving you as an assignment to help you to feel good, productive. Maybe you're deciding today to work on a goal or a dream, or put something into practice, take action on something you're doing, and it makes you feel good. So all the things we are given throughout our day, throughout our life, throughout this journey are assignments from God to better ourselves and feel stronger and become our greatest version. So when we understand that, we can start every day excited, feeling like it's a big adventure, wondering what assignment we're going to receive today. And watching this video is the universe saying to you, you are ready. You are ready to vibe high, to attract your dreams and do what you were guided to do. So the message we've got coming through today is take the weight of the world off your shoulders. Now this is really powerful, because as a divine feminine, we do carry around the weight of the world. We are a problem solver. We are a natural nurturer as the Empress. We want to help. And when we help others, we feel good, because that's who we are. That's why so many of us help others through light work, caring, being there for people, giving advice, guidance, helping others to feel good. Because when we help others to feel good and lighten their load, we feel good and we lighten our load. But if we're not shielding ourselves properly, or there isn't a substantial energy exchange, which I've spoke about before, we can carry around burdens. We feel burdened by the journey, the situation, their problems, our own problems, their stuff, our stuff. And we feel burdened, so we can carry around what seems to be an energetic cross. And then we can get shoulder pain. Shoulder pain is about burdens. Think about Jesus carrying the cross and the relief he felt when he put the cross down, even though he knew something, probably worse was ahead for him. But this is about feeling that release. Just allow yourself today to feel the release of others' problems. to feel the release of any problems you're experiencing by handing the reins to heaven, by saying to the universe, I give this to you. Saying to God, I give this to you in exchange for peace. And then, it feels so good to feel that relief. Sometimes that relief comes through self-forgiveness, forgiving ourselves for feeling we should have done something in a different way, if only. When the ego brings up those if only scenarios, or if we feel that, we should have achieved something by now. Forgiving yourself just releases yourself from any constraints you're putting on yourself or any restrictions you're putting around yourself. And this can also be to do with self-worth issues, not feeling good enough. Forgive yourself for feeling that way. If you blame your twin for something, forgive yourself for feeling that way and feel free. Allow your shoulders to feel that release. It's like when you're carrying around everyone else's pain and struggle, you're wearing 100 coats, 100 big, heavy coats. And you have the power within you right now to take them off one by one and let them go. It's like when we peel an onion. Each layer may create tears or struggle, but we go on. Why? Because we want to use the onion to our advantage to make a nice meal or a soup or something of value. And it's the same with ourselves. We have to get rid of layers. And we go through certain lessons or assignments that we are given to strip layers off ourselves. So we shed skin and we begin again. We're reborn like the snake shedding the skin, feeling renewed. And each time we feel renewed, we feel we've learned something, we've grown, we've achieved something, we've moved to another level of awareness, we've moved to the next chapter of our life. We've received lessons and wisdom of value. And it's really powerful because today we got the squirrel in the short on the calendar message, and the squirrel is the gatherer. So you're gathering information constantly, you're gathering what you need constantly. So we gather things, and sometimes we take those things on board when we just need to release them. So this is also a message for you today to lighten your load. And in 2023, we're seeing dolphins. Dolphins are coming as a symbol of, playfulness, lightening the load, but also to release any stress. So if you feel stressed today, give yourself permission to let that go and hand that over to God. And say, I hand this to you, God, in exchange for peace, to lighten the load, to feel at ease with my journey. When we feel stressed out, we're not at ease with what we're doing. We feel there's some kind of discord and things feel hard and we may suffer and struggle, when all we need to do is let go. We can never let go of our twin flame, but we can let go of the struggle around the twin flame journey, the drama, the toxicity, the fear, the pain, the doubt, all those feelings that create that knot in the stomach. We can exchange for peace and grace, and we can change it for new thoughts. Remember, a habit is when we keep thinking something, when we just keep thinking something over and over. So if you're thinking negative things, that's a habit in you that you can change right now by choosing new thoughts, better thoughts. And you might think, well, how can I get to here? How can I get from here to here? Another thought, a new thought, a better thought, and then a better thought, and then a better thought. And then before you know it, you're going to be feeling on top of the world and positive. And all those things you're worrying about and struggling with are just going to naturally fall away. So today, take the weight of the world off your shoulders. So if you've been experiencing shoulder pain, neck ache, backache, this is usually connected with burdens, responsibilities, fears around finances or stability or not having what you want. Make it a decision today to choose peace, to say, I know I deserve the world. I know I deserve to be happy. And I know the universe loves me so much that the universe wants to give that to me. I know that God loves me so much. He hears me and understands me. He sends angels to me to guide me. And he loves me so much. He knows every single hair on my head. Isn't that powerful? When you start realizing how loved you are by the universe, everything makes sense. And we feel better because we start getting powerful in the knowledge that we are safe and loved. And we start receiving blessings. And we realize that the universe and ourselves have got a relationship. You and the universe have got a thing going on right now. For the universe, there is only you. The universe loves you and wants to give to you and help you to be happy. But first of all, you have to help yourself. And I feel today this is about releasing burdens and giving it back to heaven and feeling free. And sometimes this can also be saying no. Sometimes we have to say no to others to say yes to ourselves. If you feel you're taking on too many things at once, or you're feeling stressed and your mind is overwhelmed, take that time out. That's where we go wrong sometimes as a feminine, because we don't understand that that's sometimes what the masculine goes through because of their cool behaviour or the way they go about doing things, when all they really need is a time out so the burden that they are carrying around on their shoulders can be released. And that burden can be their karmic relationship. It could be their own guilt and pain and struggle about the situation they are in. It could be because they are dealing with what this relationship means to them and what you mean to them, and how they can change their life to show you how much they care and that you matter and they want to make you a priority. So I'm seeing this today as the feminine and the masculine both needing to release. So shoulder pain. So any shoulder pain today, start by just moving your shoulders around. Even just doing that, they give me creaks and tension and release, and it feels better. So moving your shoulders around and saying to God, or the universe, the angels, whomever you are connecting with, Jesus, Mother Earth, Father Sky, I give this to you. I give this to you today in exchange to peace, and I feel free. And just giving yourself permission to feel free helps you to feel at ease. It removes burden. The universe saying to you, you don't have to do it all today. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You are not alone. You are supported. The angels remind you of that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. We've all been there where we've tried to do everything in one day. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We have to relax and breathe and take our time. And working to a schedule sometimes, especially in business or career, helps us to not feel so stressed. Because when we feel stressed, we're feeling worried, we're anxious, we're in dis-ease. We're in disharmony with where we are. Even me this morning, I've woke up and I'm like panicking a little bit, thinking, all this work they're doing on the house next door, when are they going to be doing it? Am I going to have time to do my videos without noise going on? And what's going to happen? Burdens, taking on unnecessary burdens about what if scenarios that may not come to pass. And the angels saying you'll deal with it by being flexible and adaptable. So take that weight of the world off your shoulders right now. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. Let go and let God. And I feel that's the message today. And shift your perspective. So sometimes all we need to do to take the weight of the world off our shoulders, to release burdens and struggles and fear, is to shift our perspective. Look at things in a much different way, a higher way, and observe the journey, observe what you're going through, the kink in the road or the fork in the path, or whatever has happened that hasn't gone to your plan, and say, okay, what does this mean to me? What is this teaching to me as the observer? Is this an opportunity for me today to hand this to heaven? Is this an opportunity for me today to replace fear with faith? Is this an opportunity today for me to respond with love and to be flexible about things and adaptable? Is this an opportunity for me to forgive everything and feel free? How can I change the things that I am stressing over and worrying about? How can I change my perception to serve me? What can I do? Instead of thinking what your twin needs to do or what needs to happen before you're together or what they need to change in their life, look at you. And this came through very powerfully yesterday in the DM to DF reading, because the masculine was saying, what do you need to release? What do you need to do, divine feminine? I'm doing my part. Let me do my part. It may not be how you would handle it or what you would do or your way, but I am doing what I need to do to get this done. So also take the weight of the world off your shoulders when it comes to your twin, and know that they are doing their part. You may not understand it. He may be different than you do it, but they are doing their part their way. And it needs to be their way for them to follow through, for them to understand, for them to learn and grow. If it was your way, it would be your way. They may not do things your way, you may not do things their way, but you are one. And you do understand when you close your eyes and feel the power of the love and view it from a higher perspective. Try and see it from their side, how they feel, what they are going through, what they are learning. And remember, they are innocent just like you because they are a student and a teacher. He's come here to grow you and heal you. And that's a powerful thing. And what do? We grow and heal in the good and the bad. We grow and heal from the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs. The greatest things you've ever learned have been through discomfort. When we feel discomfort, when we're pushed out of our comfort zone, when we have to look at things in a new way, when we have to grow through pain or struggle, those are the most challenging times, but the most rewarding times. Why? Because we get to the other side. And when we're finally standing on top of that mountain and we're looking back or we're looking down or we're looking ahead, we can see it from a higher perspective, understanding there is always a divine plan and a bigger picture. And that's exactly what the angels want you to remember today. So the message is, hand anything you're struggling with over to heaven. That's why the angels are here. God created them for you. They are assigned to you. So just like relationships are assignments and things we do are assignments, the angels are assigned to you to help you, like your guides. So they are who you can call on. Imagine that you are, running your own company and you've got many people, around you who support you. So they may see you as the boss and they are your colleagues. They may be working for you, but you're all a team, to get to the end result for the good of the firm. It's really powerful because I'm watching Suits right now. I'm watching the series Suits. I'm loving it, by the way. I'm on season 3. And it just reminds me of in the office, they're all working for the same firm. You've got the senior partners and the associates, and then you've got the paralegals and, the people who help. So imagine that you're the boss of the firm because you are the firm of your own life. You are you. You're the CEO of your own company. I don't just mean in business. I mean you. You. And in your body, for example, all your cells are working for you. All your organs are working for you. When you think a thought, your body is listening to you. That's why you can feel healthy and happy by feeling good. Or you can feel stressed or tired by feeling bad because your body is responding to you. So, people respond to you if you are the boss at work because, you give commands, you tell them what to do. And it's the same with your life. So imagine that you are, the CEO of your own company and you are giving commands to the angels to help you. Just like in Suits, the senior partners, ask the associates to help them. So they all work together to get the same goal. And it's the same for you. The angels want the same goal as you. The angels want you to be happy because, when you're happy, you're feeling good and you're appreciating life and you're feeling excited about life. And that's why you've come. God created the angels to help you. It's their assignment or their divine mission to assist you. So you're not alone. Call on them. Use them to your advantage. So if you need help today with a problem or a solution to a problem or finding a way out of a situation or just feeling good or better, or you want help with your schedule or to have more time or to know what to say or do, call on the angels. That's what they're there for. And they will help you to shift your perspective and see it in a new way. And then you lighten the load. Sometimes we just feel better. We feel like a weight's gone off our shoulders if we confide in someone, or we allow someone to help us, or we allow someone to take a bit of the work away. And that's what happens when you call on the angels. You realise that you are not alone. They give me a lump in the throat because it's hard sometimes to accept that help. But the first step is knowing that you deserve it. So what's the message in the book today? Look at this. Cast positive words into your future. So yesterday we had send love ahead of you into your day. And now we've got cast positive words into your future, which is really powerful. And 18 is about new beginnings to bring in abundance, a new way of looking at life to attract in abundance, to be a magnet. And that's what the angels are reminding you today, that you are magnetic, that what you think about, you bring about through the feelings you have. So it's not thinking the thought, it's the feeling behind the thought that creates the power to manifest it. So when we cast positive words out and we feel that way about it, it creates magic. It has a ripple effect on the world. So the message says, just as you can send loving energy into your future, where it will sit and wait for you, adjusting every situation to its highest potential, so can your utterances, the things you speak, because your thoughts have power and your words have power. Your mind is powerful, but your tongue is powerful too, because just like your thoughts have the power to harm your life or heal your life, your words do too. Helping others, when you can, if someone says something to you, it's a neutral thing. It's your perspective or your perception that makes it a good or bad thing that they've said. So you have the choice always to respond or react. When we respond, we take a moment to process, and then we respond in a way that's of a higher way, a higher light, through love, appreciation, abundance, positivity. Or you can react in a way of pain, where you may lash out, say something negative, especially if someone said something nasty to you. You have a choice. Remember, that's their perspective. It's their business. It's not your business what they think of you. That's their business. You know your truth. You know who you are. You know what you do. You know why you've come. You know your truth. You have that bond with God. God knows all, sees all, and, achieves all. So as long as you're right with God, that's all that matters. Because God sees all things. God sees all things. If someone's being nasty to you, if someone's shouting at you, if someone's behaving in a negative way towards you, and there's no need for that, God sees that. And they will face their own karma their way. God will see to that. You don't have to worry about that. You just focus on feeling good and being positive and focusing on you and what you want. Allow the universe to create the way. So as you already know, each word you speak, think or say has powerful effects. It's the equivalent of a sales order requesting what you'd like to experience. So when you think a thought, the universe is up there saying, your wish is my command. When you say something, whether it's to another person, to yourself, and a comment on a channel, the universe is saying, your wish is my command. So if you're saying, I love my life, the universe is saying, your wish is my command. I'm going to give you more things to love about your life. If you're saying, I hate my life, the universe says, your wish is my command. I'm going to give you more things to hate about your life. The universe is neutral to your plan, but it's your plan. And that's how powerful we are. And that doesn't mean you have to monitor every single thought you think. We wouldn't be able to do that. But know that positive thoughts have more power than negative ones. And it's about observing things. And by the way you feel. When you feel bad, something's off. Something needs to change. When you're tired, drained, you've got no energy, something's off. Something needs to change. If you're attracting in more bad than good, something needs to change. So instead of looking out there and blaming others and, expecting other people to change to suit you in that way, you change to suit your perspective of what you desire. And then the universe will mold everything to suit you. Today, choose words that affect what you truly desire and reflect that. So affection, as in affection, which means the way you are, the way you feel, the affection you give out to yourself as well, being good to yourself, but also the way things are affected, the way things change, and the way things are reflected to you. So choose words that reflect what you truly desire. I am at peace with my life. I am at peace with my life. It feels good to be me. I am achieving my dreams. And then the more you say it, the more you get into the feeling of it. The more momentum comes in. Abraham Hicks talks about momentum, going on a rampage of appreciation. So if you think about something you want, I want to be in union with my twin. That's your goal. That's in the future. I want. So you start thinking about the fact that you're not together, or the situation, or, the problems. So instead think, okay, I am in a wonderful, loving relationship. I am in a wonderful, loving relationship. I am in a wonderful, loving relationship. And he starts boosting you up. And then you can start visualizing that and thinking, well, I am in a wonderful, loving relationship because I love doing things I love in my life. I love my job. I love the people I surround myself with. I love being with myself. I love my wonderful relationship with me. And the universe will start attracting that into you. Even if you don't like certain things, look at the things you do love about your life right now and focus on them. And that will give you the feeling that you're looking for. And then you can find the next thought. It's so exciting to me to know that I am manifesting wonderful things and that I am having wonderful experiences and attracting in great things I love. And you're moving into a higher vibration. And then you can shift into the feeling of what it will feel like to be in that wonderful relationship. It feels so good. It feels so good to be free. It feels so good to do things I've always wanted to do. It feels so good to achieve my dreams. So you're moving towards the next thought. And as long as you're moving towards a better thought, things get better in your life. So today, choose words that reflect what you truly desire. From every one word and from every one thought, from everyone, from that loving being within who truly cares about you in the world, cast positive speech into your future as a gift to yourself. So remember, what you give out, you get back. And that's why we gain so much when we're helping others, feeling good about helping others, being ourselves, because we are putting that out there into the world. And just like finding something valuable that you've hidden long ago and forgotten about, the truth of your past expressions, and they're giving me again a block there, will embrace you in time to come. So maybe you had a lump in your throat then because you think, wow, I'd forgotten how beautiful this connection is. I'd forgotten how my masculine, helps me to feel. Because it's not your masculine that makes you feel good, it's you. It's your awareness of the feeling. It's your awareness of you, it's you. You have that power. No one has power over you but you. So you can choose to be happy right now in this moment. It's a choice we make. People say to me all the time, it's not all happiness, it's not all joy. I choose to see it that way, no matter what. Even in the darkest of times, and wow, have I been through that. I've chose to look to God, look to the light, to find the blessing, and to let go of and give up things that could push me into the darkness, like alcohol, or, wallowing in self-pity. I choose not to do those things. I make a conscious choice every day to say that's not going to be my story. That's not my story. My story is to live and thrive and survive and be a leader. That's the person I want to be. So think today, who's the person you want to be? Who's the person you want to share with the world? What legacy do you want to leave? If you've got kids, how do you want them to see you? Be that person. Do you want your twin to see you as someone in control or out of control? Okay, in control means feeling at one with things, being independent, strong, living life to the full, being excited. You might think being in control means struggling, with things, or you might feel that being in control is, communicating with them, taking control. But that's sometimes being out of control, because it feels out of control because we want more when we're operating in greed and jealousy and envy. Our masculine is way more attracted to us when we're in our power, when we don't need anything from that, when we just live and be. George gives me more in our connection when I am just doing me than if I'm trying to make things happen or trying to make him happy or trying to satisfy him, because it's a balanced connection. So if I'm just doing me and loving life, he gives more because he wants to, not because he's forced to or he feels he has to. So remember that today. Give to yourself first, and then you'll feel so much better about giving to the world. So the thought for today is, since I am love's creation, so too are all of my creations. They are born of love. So everything is born of love. Everything you think you want in this moment, it's because you feel that if you have those things, whether it's your twin or a certain amount of money or a job or a car or some material thing or better health, it's because you feel that if you have those things, you're going to feel better for having those things. They're going to make you feel good. It's going to satisfy you. It's going to feel delicious to you. So focus on doing things you love now to attract more of what you love in. So I don't even need to read that thought of the day, because the angels are saying your thoughts create your day. So today think, how do I want my day to go? How can I take the weight of the world off my shoulders? How can I shift my perspective to operate from higher love? Because everything I'm doing should be born of love. If it's born of fear, it's not serving you. And you know the difference because of the way you feel. And if I go quickly to my divine deck, my twin flame ascension oracle. And you know, I did a walkthrough on this the other day where I went through every single card and explained every single card and why we get these symptoms of whether they are ascension or something we're going through ourselves or the other people in our lives. So shoulders says feeling overwhelmed and weighed down by burdens, carrying around the weight of the world, cut cords of fear and give any struggle to heaven to feel a release. And you can also do that through, guided meditation or doing your own meditation or a power cleanse where you feel the burden going away. And a really great thing to do is imagine you're wearing heavy coats and you take them off. It always reminds me of in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe when the kids go into Narnia, they put on those real heavy fur coats, and they're walking around with them, those winter coats. And then as Aslan comes and the spring returns and everything starts getting better, it starts getting warmer, they just take off the coats and, it feels so good. It's not weighing them down. They can walk quicker. They can do things quicker. They can think quicker. So sometimes things we're overwhelmed with, our burdens, our responsibilities can, stunt things in our life and stop us from moving forward, can create stagnant flow and stop us from gaining clarity. And all we need to do is release the burden, which means asking for help, giving it to God, praying, so we receive all the answers we need. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.